Number 10. The Death of Noggin. Noggin is the starter monster for MSM, and one kid did not know how to get any other monsters and stuck with Noggin and Mammoth. That kid didn't like that cause he saw people with a lot of monsters and he didn't know how to get them. That kid hated Noggin so much that he wouldn't feed it for days turned into months turned into years. So this message accrued. Which in reverse is
Save me, feed me, it's not safe, please, I'm gonna die.
Number 9. The Mammoth Head. The Mammoth Head might be confused with the death of Mammoth, but is completely different. The Mammoth Head is based on the monster Mammoth of a kid who loved Mammoth so much feed him put him on Gold Island ECT. One night he stayed way past his bedtime to see his Mammoth, but then its eyes and mouth were pitch black. Then shortly after a decapitated head got thrown into his room from the window, and it closely resembled Mammoth. And this haunted him forever. Next up coming in at number 8 is Decrepit Toe Jammer. Might be confused with Jonathan's Toe Jammer, but is completely different. Once you would unlock Toe Jammer in MSM, you would have a chance to get a Decrepit Toe Jammer. The Decrepit Toe Jammer is a MSM virus and will slowly delete all your monsters till there is just a Toe Jammer and this audio is heard. Next at 7 is Fangler's Feast. Fangler is brutally killing other monsters in horrible ways and then eating them. The players who have seen this say that you can't turn off your device while Fangler is having a feast. Trust me, you don't wanna see Fangler have a feast. I can't even imagine it. Number 6 is Hand Kaina. It shows Kaina the single fire elemental crying while tying a rope around her neck and kills herself. It is just so sad to see iconic monsters perish. Just look how happy she is in this photo, but that she hangs herself. To get this you need to name Kaina Hangul and do not feed ever even when you just get her, and then wait 69 hours, then it will work. At number 5 is The Death of Mammoth. Same kid that hated Noggin, except Mammoth's hidden message is much worse. Just take a listen. Which in reverse is
Help me, please. Help me. I'm gonna die here. I'm starving. I'm suffering. At least I'm not alone. At least I'm not alone.
Next at number 4 is Rare Mammoth. Rare like in Steak because it shows Mammoth catch himself on fire in hopes of turning rare, and oh boy he did. It is truly disturbing to watch Mammoth scream while he lit himself on fire. Just in hopes to turn rare, but instead died. All the other monsters ate the remains of Mammoth, and that's just messed up. I hope this never happens again. Number 3 weirdos eat monsters and trap tipsters. Course Pulsona says that a note becomes a monster. So that means nodes are basically unfertilized monsters. And then how they trap dipsters because you need a key to unlock the cage. And look, the dipsters are crying. Really heartbreaking. Next up is Busted Drumpler. How to unlock this is to feed Drumpler to level 7 and make him sleep and awaken 100 times. And lastly, bigify him, then wait 24 hours and it'll work. When you get back on, it will show Drumpler hitting himself so hard that his stomach will bust open. I've done it before, and it is truly disturbing. I advise not to do it. Number 1 Jonathan's Toe Jammer is truly the most disturbing. The story is a kid named Jonathan loved this new game. He found called My Singing Monsters, and his favorite monster was Toe Jammer. But there was something off about his Toe Jammer, it was grey. But Jonathan thought it was completely normal to have a grey Toe Jammer. When he went to bed, he heard a knock on his window. When he looked out, it was this old ragged person with a Toe Jammer face paint. Jonathan screamed in horror as he barged into the house. Jonathan ran for his life as the man was chasing him. Jonathan's dad lunged at the old man, but the old man had a gun and shot it, killing his dad. Jonathan grabbed a phone and called 911 as the man was charging at him and getting ready to fire. But it was too late. Jonathan got shot. Eventually, police arrived and saw the man sneaking out of the house, and he was sentenced life in prison. Thank you for watching. See you next time.